Hello, my name is Elizabeth Munoz and I am the CEO for Rush. I will be presenting the Supply Chain Management Capstone from Professor Walheit. So I'm going to tell a little bit more about our company. Rush is a retail organic and natural energy supplement company that is dedicated to constantly look for new and healthy ways of providing excellent and natural ways to boost energy. Our main customer niche are working moms, pregnant women, breastfeeding moms, athletes, and others that cannot tolerate toxic chemicals and high amounts of caffeine as a reliable method to boost energy throughout the day. So this presentation, much more, it is about how are we going to manage our supply chain. This is very important for a company. So in order to do that, first we need to know what are we looking for. So here is a list of our metrics. We're looking to measure our success in percentage of error-free orders, fill rate, inventory turnover, freight cost per unit, customer satisfaction, and personal turnover. Also, I'm going to explain to you the importance that Rush has towards our customers. So we consider ourselves that our main philosophy is that we are customer-centric oriented. And then part of the company foundation and philosophy of a product is to be customer-centric oriented. For us, the creation of a product is part of our journey to be able to provide a natural and harmless energetic supplement that can boost our customers' energy without causing any side effects from chemicals like caffeine and taurine. The needed customer is a voice that will guide an optimal product and service with our 100% guarantee or refund of the money within 30 days. We also implement surveys to our customers so we can understand what they think, what they like, and how can improve both our product and our supply chain. We also develop and formulate our supplements with some testing, and the results that came out of it. Also, we do focus groups for the testing, and this is part of our customer-centric drive. So why am I telling all of you this about, the importance of being customer-centric also? But in Rush, we're looking forward to expand our operations from manufacturing to Mexico, and then we can enter the market in the US. So we need to explore the options and see, which role can be applicable, the supply chain practices of a big, big shots of industry, of the retail industry such Amazon and Walmart. So here we're going to check out first the pros of Amazon. So what can Amazon offer us to benefit Rush as a small retailer? Amazon is the second largest retailer in the world, but still they have mastered, reinvented, and constantly innovated supply chain management, being a world leader in a complex shipping and warehousing operations. They have an FBA method, that it's Fulfillment by Amazon program, and that's a great opportunity for small retailers and startup companies such we are here in Rush. I'll exemplify, a little bit more about this FBA model. And one of the pros is because part of a company, like us, we can take advantage of this supply chain management model, network structure, infrastructure that they have to ensure that as they will be our greatest opportunity to enter the US market without incurring a large expenses for operational and shipping, expenses, the shipping benefits like reaching over 80 million Prime members. It will be cheaper. We'll have a more simple return process. And also because becoming a member of the FBA program, we can have a bigger visibility over other retailers or competitors that do not use FBA. So also, one of the biggest pro that Rush considers that Amazon can provide is a 2-day free shipping that customers, in these days, are less and less willing to pay, for shipping. With the customers now, with the service coming out, they feel like, the company should provide the shipping included with the purchase. I want to talk to you about the negatives I like. Well, not negative, but the cons of Amazon. So, some of the FBA logistic model for Rush, Amazon charges a monthly fee plus other fees depending on the type, size, referral of a product, and storage option. Other cons will be that, selling through Amazon will limit the brand recognition of a product for Rush, limiting our customer service experience, marketing, and branding. Rush can work out of this limitation by shipping with the product of, some product information, guarantee, coupons, and surveys. Also, this will enhance more the customer experience with Rush in a more personal level, that we aim also to connect with them through social media and other type, electronic like emails, Facebook, other platforms. Another con that we found in Rush is that we can have split shipping. We will need to ship to different fulfillment centers and warehouses through the US for storage and packaging purposes. Also, it is very important to consider the life shelf of the product and be careful of the expiration dates. Some products, might have a very short life on the shelf and cannot always be handled by Amazon because of temperatures and fluctuations in the nature of a product, and those that can damage a good and decrease the quality of it. So now we're going to talk about Walmart. Walmart is the largest retail leader in the US. So most of their sales come from groceries. This is critical because, this is what Walmart do to hook people and customers so they can go inside of a store and end up buying and consuming much more articles. Walmart operational relevance is gigantic, with 4,700,000 stores and 597 Sam's Clubs. Walmart has 90% of the U.S. population located within 10 miles of any Walmart store. It means the reach of Walmart is, enormous. They're all over the U.S. So also Walmart has an optimal physical retail footprint and distribution network for the last mile delivery out of a company operating in the US. Part of Walmart's success is that they have an inventory and restocking system that has been proven to handle large volumes as they do. Part of this volume handling is because of the buying power that Walmart has. They buy a lot of product at a cheaper prices. They have discount prices. Also, Walmart, they have their own trucking fleet and, all the operational and infrastructure so they can have their proper supply chain and logistic movements. So this lowers the shipping cost, of course. And one of the best practices that we can, understand to leverage and apply it to Rush is the use of a blockchain technology to track suppliers and food origin. This can become a game changer for even smaller companies such Rush. So another latest addition to the e-commerce growth strategy is the creation of Spark Delivery. This is a new app that Walmart has created in order to compete directly with Amazon. I believe that one of the pros of Walmart is that they will become leaders in grocery delivery, and Amazon will become leaders in any other articles that they retail. So this is great. And then Walmart, they rely on third parties for this complex supply and logistics operations, such Spring. So let me talk about the cons of Walmart now that we can see, for Rush. So what happened with Walmart is that they do have a great and strong physical presence all over the US, but they become a little bit delayed to come in the e-commerce growth, period. In 2016, they just had an 8% growth right now they're picking up little by little, but they're doing better than the 2016. But this is just an example of the decade, that the slow growth that they're having sometimes. And they're still having a hard time with the intuitive platform. They seem like an old pop and shop online store. They do not have a 2-day delivery, and they do not charge a membership for this. You need to buy $35 at least so you can apply for free shipping. Also, because of the high volumes and lower prices that Walmart have, their profits, they're very, very thin compared to others like Amazon. So we're going to talk about also the proposed network for Rush. So we already talked about these two giants, pros, cons, what the company is aiming for. So now we're going to talk about the structure that we propose for Rush. So we are currently outsourcing the manufacturing in a plant in Mexico, in Ciudad Juarez, which is the border town of Texas. So we basically, manufacture the products in Mexico, in the border side of Mexico. We cross it to the US in El Paso, and then we're gonna start fulfilling the orders within the new Amazon fulfillment center in El Paso, Texas, in the east side. So we are partnered with a company that develops our exclusive blend and recipes. We're working in a collaborative integration with our suppliers, distributors, and logistic partners to offer better quality. Aiming for a complete strategy, collaborations, we will do a vertically integration process, and that's gonna be basically, the manufacturing, a long-term location. Also, I'm going to talk about supplier selection and technology. So, for a company as Rush, we have ethical outsourcing, and we also consider a competitive advantage. We are kosher certified. We audit our suppliers. We are very mindful about the environment, and we intend that their suppliers are too. So also we're going to talk about the technology that we're going to use at Rush. It is going to be a ERP for supply chain management. We're going to use Oracle as enterprise resource planning to manage business information, integrate various systems, streamline workflows, efficiency. This will help us with manufacturers, suppliers, distributors, retailers, and most of all, it's going to help us with our value customers. Also, we have traffic networks. We're going to use 3PL carriers. We're going to do border crossing, and we're going to be freight offboarding as plant to plant. The optimization techniques that we're going to use is to reduce the product cost and lead times. Also, very important, best practices. We have our 5 main points, which is identify honest and reliable suppliers, secure strong relationships with suppliers, digitize supply chain, track and monitor shipment provenance, and gather ethical insight. This is going to help us to become a more ethical company in the supply chain. And the main thing here is to secure strong relationships with our suppliers. That will be a trust relationship that we need to create. We also need to leverage our sustainability. So it's part of a program. So, like for example, the practices, we're gonna become completely eco-friendly with materials for packaging, metal recycling goods, paper goods. We're going to have a lower carbon footprint. And we can conclude that it's crucial to understand the advantages and disadvantages of those two models. Also, it is very important to understand the complex system for the supply chain in a global environment.